Hello everybody and welcome to this new Sunday cooking class.
Hi, this is Ainhoa.
And this is Fran. Welcome home everybody.
So, we are going to make tomato salad for the
I am
100th time.
I am the happiest human being in the world. If you've been following this channel, you know that I love tomatoes. And we're now in the middle of the tomato season, so we love tomato salads. And today, yes, we are going to do yet again a different tomato salad, this time with orange.
Yeah, we're going to make a tomato salad with orange.
Tomato.
Tomato and blue cheese, right?
Super good. Shall we?
That's super easy. Let's go.
Donk. Thank you. Hello everybody. Welcome home. Let me turn the camera. All right. You know, we have been asked where we got these beautiful tiles. They come from a flea market in Sevilla. We go a lot to Sevilla because I know our sister lives and and the kids and the nephews and the nieces. So we go very often to Sevilla and find them at a flea market. Anyway, so as we said, tomato season it's on. So we have all of these different tomato style. You can have whatever tomato you want, okay? Then you have some purple onion that we already have it. Let's see if you can see it in vinegar, okay? Then you have the orange. You have some hazelnuts.
Hazelnuts.
And any type of blue cheese. Can be gorgonzola, can be
Mascarpone is not blue. Any blue cheese. Stilton, whatever. Roquefort, whatever.
And then you need olive oil, mustard, salt, and some orange instead of having the vinegar. All right. So.
Okay. So super difficult. Let's go. Oh, I need my
room
chopping board.
Oh, this magnificent chopping board. Thank you guys so much. Some friends from the United States send them to us.
As a present.
Let me take a zoom in to their board in things. They are amazing. We love them. Anyway, so what we just need to do is cut the tomatoes in very uneven. You don't need to try to make it look perfect because I think the greatness of this is that it's a little bit messy, a little bit fun.
This is probably one of the most complicated parts of the salad.
It's cutting the tomato?
Yeah, I would say so.
It's a very easy salad. So yeah,
might take a while.
One of the things is that we love mixing all types of tomatoes. Meanwhile, Ainhoa does the tomatoes. Hi everybody, let me tell you about the tours we're going to be having for this year. We are going to have 3 tours, but let me talk to you about one of the tours, only of one. I want to talk to you today about the one we're going to do from Porto to Santiago. From Porto to Santiago, it's following the footsteps of St. James. This is not a religious tour, but the excuse, it is the Camino de Santiago, okay? But we're going to discover parts of Portugal, parts of northern Spain that a lot of people don't even know it exists. That is one of the most beautiful parts. Galicia, it's breathtaking. All right, so that's what the Porto to Santiago tour it's about. As we are following the Camino de Santiago, the Portuguese route, we are going to be, of course, hiking in the Camino. Don't freak out. This is not a hiking tour. This is a tour where we hike a little bit. We hike I think we do 5 hikes in the Camino, and we only walk 3 hours in the Camino every day. And those 3 hours are going to be divided in 2. So if you only want to do 1 hour and a half, you can do it. Right? So that's all you need to do. It's not a religious tour, it's not a hiking tour. It's an excuse to see nature, beautiful towns, amazing food, incredible wine. That's what the Porto to Santiago is all about. It's all about food, art, hiking, connecting with nature, the whole thing. Okay, if you want to know about my tours, this one, the Porto to Santiago, just get a hold of me or check my website, which is travelingsteps.es. There you have all the information. But if you prefer to send me a direct message via Messenger, Facebook, YouTube, anything, yes, get in touch with me because we have very reduced amount of spots. We only have 15 seats on each tour. So I try to keep numbers very, very low in amount of people so we can reach smaller restaurants, smaller places. So space are limited. Think about it. Okay, let me come back to Ainhoa because I think the tomatoes are... Or
let me get out of the way because I need some space.
Look at that beauty. Oh my God. You see, you need this. You need to not look perfect. So that way, the tomatoes, they are uneven, they are a little bit crazy. It's a very relaxed. Okay, important. Let me point out, how I know it's cleaning the orange, because you don't want the white. I mean, it's okay if you do it, but it's much better if you don't. Okay,
well,
so
we don't want it, but
we don't want it. Okay, so you just take it out, each one of the very thin slices of orange. Yes,
so you
put it on
just
top.
Put it on top. Right. So you do. We are going to need this. Let me get the vinegar out of the way.
Vinegar out of the onions. We do this just to take some of the power out of the onions, so you don't need to do it if you like very strong onions, but our onions here are very strong, and that's what we do. We just rinse them in vinegar for half an hour, 45 minutes.
So I'm not cleaning them after the vinegar, actually, so you just...
And as we are not going to use vinegar to dress this, that's why we don't rinse it. Oh my God. This is not the best thing in the world, what is? What is?
Tomato lover.
I'm a tomato lover.
Right.
Okay, so now some blue cheese goes on top. Normally our blue cheese comes directly from the fridge, so it's a little bit thicker. But as we are, we have to record this, and we have to have everything ready, so it's a little bit too soft. And I know I like it a little bit stronger to serve it, but then, temperature is good, but not at the beginning. Not to prepare it. Oh, you're missing one spot here.
I'm missing a spot, don't worry. I mean, I'm going to put the cheese on.
I love blue cheese, okay? I also is like crazy for queso azul, blue
You know
cheese.
what? I'm going to put this on the table so you don't... Okay, fine.
Okay.
Right, so depends on how much you want. Right,
then you chop it with some hazelnuts.
Let me do the dressing, and then we chop it with hazelnuts. So what I do is just keep this part of the orange and I squeeze it. I mean, this is a bit of, you use the hands a lot in this salad. Don't be afraid, it's fine.
Yeah. So
all right, oops.
You have the orange juice of, this would be a quarter of an orange. You don't need much, because remember that the onions do have vinegar, okay? And then you're gonna put a lot of strong flavors into it, because we're gonna put even mustard. So you have orange, onions, mustard. There's so much flavors into it. 1 teaspoon, full teaspoon of mustard. This is Dijon mustard, like the basic thing.
Basic mustard.
Okay.
Well, basic mustard for us.
Yeah.
I'm going to use, that one. That is the salad, the salt from Mallorca.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let me...
Okay. And then...
Salt from Mallorca is great.
Mm-hmm. Of course. A lot of olive oil. Well, not a lot of it, but you need your olive oil.
You need olive oil.
Mm.
And then you
shake it. And this shaking thing, it's just to make it an emulsion, so it gets all the flavors mixed, combined. Let me... Hold on. Okay, start pouring in.
Yeah, let me... This is for the crunch, huh?
Yeah.
And then you pour it.
There we go.
There we go.
And
finished.
There you have your amazing summer salad. Ain't that beautiful?
It's perfect.
Okay.
Fine.
So everybody, as you can see, this is a magnificent salad. It's
very easy.
Fresh, easy, super flavorful. And that's it. That's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. So everybody, thank you so much for joining in, for coming home tonight. And
see you
we shall see you next week.
Yeah.
Love you all. Adios, amigos. Adios.